Welcome back to the TGOM Podcast, episode 35. There's nothing different about this.
Comes back in, and there's a nail sticking out of the back of his head, and it's like deep in the back of his head.
Yeah, didn't he die?
Yeah, I killed him.
Okay. I just needed a refresher to remember.
Yeah, he's dead. The orgy server, of course.
Yes, the orgy server. That's crazy. There's drama in the the Lego Battles Reddit.
I guess. We used to play 3 people on a Chromebook, which you have to understand, that is the most cramped keyboard. We had 3 hands.
You're like, shut down. It's like, alright, shutting down, Brian. Like, no. Yeah. Beware of the well. Sometimes you can still hear them at night whispering, Arigato. Welcome to my Facebook Live. As you know, typical podcast. I'm your other co-host, Pale Red Painter here.
And this week, we're talking about drama. More drama.
That juicy drama.
Because, so our favorite YouTuber, Dream. It's your
I heard about this.
Dream did a face reveal, which I was there, of course. No, I was not. I was probably asleep. But Dream did a face reveal and got absolutely chewed out on Twitter for being ugly, which he's not really ugly, but he's not incredibly attractive. Yeah, he's not incredibly attractive, but he's not ugly.
I've seen the TikToks.
People were
roasting
absolutely ruthless.
Oh my god, I'm here for it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's wild.
Dream, put the mask back on, bro.
It's like, I can't imagine being a faceless YouTuber and then coming out and being like, hey guys, and he was like, yeah, you're ugly.
Yeah, he's
Lord
so
Farquaad.
brave.
Yeah.
Bro, Lord Farquaad looking
Wild. Like, I was, and he doesn't, no one deserves to be fat shamed like he was, but like,
Yo, he got fat
they released a picture, like there was a leak of what he looked like, and he was a lot bigger. And people think what he used to look like, and then now he's skinny, right?
Yeah.
But like me, obviously. And so. What?
Need a little help there?
No. I'm trying to find this tweet, but he has because he was doesn't deserve to be fat shamed, obviously, but they found a picture of him that was when he was bigger, obviously.
I was gonna say he hasn't fat shamed people though.
And that's what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
So see if I can find it. He was talking about, or this person's saying how he really shouldn't be getting trashed on so much, but he's also posting stuff that says Native Americans don't own screaming while flicking your tongue around. Of course, war is offensive. People die. Saying "Viva la Resistance" is, I'm sure, offensive to French people. Plus, I literally have Native American in my blood.
Oh my goodness.
And there's 2 more tweets after that, but
It's like, oh cool, you're 2% Native American. Good for you. So it's like a lot of people. So many people have a little bit of Native American in them. That doesn't mean you're Native American.
I said, yeah, there was a kid in college who was like, the way to make money is to open a casino on like a Native American reservation, because there's no what was it? There's no law, or there's nothing can stop you from doing it, I guess, is what he was trying to say.
So
And I was like, what right do you have to build on a Native American reservation? And he was like, well, I'm like .something% Cherokee. And I was like, so is that because your dad or your granddad had sex with a Native American? Well, I said rape, but and he was like, huh? I was like, you think it was consensual?
Yeah, like you think that was, you think why didn't you think you see them in like the picture books of your family? Like
Yeah.
why don't you see that?
It's like Thomas Jefferson had
God.
lots of he had sex with his slaves. Yeah.
I remember seeing a joke on Family Guy where like, actually, I think I want the whole family in this photo, and they're like, "Come in, kids," and like they widen the frame, and it's like 20 or 30 like black kids that he just was like, and it's like, oh my god, and it's like, it's true though.
Yeah.
Like messed up country we're in. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was wild. I mean, yeah, I was a bit harsh on the guy, but like I also didn't like him, and his name was Jacob. So
Yo, he stole your name.
yeah.
Man.
Well, yeah, he
Cool, Jacob.
stole my name and he was like, okay, I beat him once at horse. I'm terrible at basketball. He's like, I play basketball all the time, and I beat him at horse, which is the game where you like shoot the basket and count up or number letter up, whatever. Yeah, I beat him once, and then he had a mission to make everything I did worse than what he could do.
Oh my god, I hate those kind of people.
So he was like, there was one time where we were talking about what temperature of shower we take, I think.
Oh my god.
And he was like, "You take hot showers, you're gonna die before me." I was like,
what a loser.
"Huh?" That's so unnecessary.
It's like, okay, dude.
Yeah, and he also asked if I was gay twice, and I said no both times.
Yeah, you're totally straight, you know?
Yeah, I am. Thank you. See, I can do that because of how. Sorry, we have a live studio audience. I can do that because I'm like, I know I'm not gay, because I don't look at a guy and immediately go doing,
Yeah.
So,
Oh
I can say that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, dream face reveal. He's not that ugly. He's not that pretty, but he's a guy. He's an average white man, Minecraft YouTuber. Obviously.
I mean, if he didn't have such a bad personality, he'd be okay. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
Easy,
if he didn't say so much stuff on Twitter that was
Yeah.
problematic.
If he didn't speak, he would be an option.
If he was just a face.
If he's just a face, it's like, you know what?
If he had a mask on.
Yo, actually, bro, put a mask on, like, tape up the mask so that they can't speak no more. Like, yo, I would go for that. Like, what about you guys,
Oh my god.
I think that works for me. Yeah.
Maybe if he, I don't know, had a mask on,
Yeah.
maybe. That's really funny. Oh, I hate to laugh at actually, I don't hate to laugh at my own jokes. I do it all the time. I think people should do that more often. So, Overwatch, we're done with Dream. Overwatch launched.
I heard they made the character
Overwatch.
sticker. What?
That's not what I was talking about.
My friend pulled up Overwatch. He's like, "All right, now look, Nick, look at this girl in Overwatch 1. Now look at her in 2. Look at that ass." And like that, like they would just show me all the characters, and a lot of them got thicker, I guess.
That's not what I looked at. Not that I even looked at anything about the game. But well, man, now what was I forgot. Now I'm just thinking about butts.
Now I'm just thinking about butts.
So Overwatch 2 came out, and so to celebrate, Activision Blizzard decided to can Overwatch 1, shut down the servers.
Did they fully do that?
Yeah, they shut it down. No one can play it anymore. And then they were like, all right, so to make sure all of our fans are like have a protected account and they can get these like champions or not champions, heroes. Maybe if you didn't play the first game, you put in your phone number, and then they will, I guess, grant you access. I was watching a video before, and I don't remember exactly, but so the thing is, it doesn't work. You put it's if you have a prepaid plan, aka like Cricket or like one, not T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, it doesn't work. You have to have a big company mobile plan to be able to use the SMS.
That's
thing.
crazy.
Yeah. So there's literally people who can't play the game because they don't have an account or something.
Oh my god.
And since they can't put in this number, they literally can't play the game.
when my friends were playing it and I was like watching them try to play it, they tried for 2.5 hours to play the game, and apparently Blizzard said that they were DDoS and that's why the servers weren't working. I feel like that was an
Yeah.
excuse. I don't know. I feel like that was an excuse. Like, are you sure you didn't just get upset that your game is flopping and you don't know how to run your servers, or like, because there were a lot of issues at launch apparently.
Yeah, there were like, well, it could also be the fact that there were like thousands of people trying to actually play the game.
There was a queue of 40,000 people for one of my friends.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So there's the SMS problem. There's also the DDoS. If you don't believe it, I don't know. We have the DDoS deniers over here.
Yeah, I'm a DDoS denier.
DDoS denier.
I think
Cyber
they're
attacks
making
don't exist.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's DDoS, the SMS, and I forgot the last thing was. Yeah, I forgot the last thing was. There's something else. Because Overwatch 2 is it is flopping royally. Because like no one can play the game. The people that can play the game can't play the game. Oh, can't play the game because they switched to a free to play format, and the only way you can unlock champions is by doing the battle pass.
Are you serious?
No. Wait. Yes, I am serious.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So instead of skins in a battle pass, it is literal champions to play.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh no, because the reason my friend Izzy and Raul, they both have all of the champions because they pre-ordered it, which means they paid $40 for it. But my friends who have been playing free, they're like, yeah, I don't know why I can't play these characters. And like my friends were like, oh yeah, we did pre-order this with money. I forgot about that. Like, so that's something I'm worried about because they all really want me to play with them, and I'm like, I don't know.
You don't want to grind grind forever to get all the champions.
Like, fingers crossed that a character that I'd want to play is already unlocked.
Yeah, it's unlocked. Yeah, it's like I understand cosmetics or whatever, but when you're locking an entire champion or an entire playable character,
gameplay,
you're locking behind a paywall. Yeah. And there was like a tweet from a Blizzard like guy, girl, whoever, and they were like, "Well, we did that because that's like the biggest draw of the game is the battle pass or something along the lines of that." It's like the game is the draw of the game, not the battle pass. It's not.
Like, you know what? Screw the game. I want the battle pass. That is what I want in my experience. I don't care about the game. I just want to buy that battle pass, guys. I want that battle pass.
That's Fortnite's model. Is the battle pass. That's its advertising. Is you get all these skins and this new event's coming. You got to buy the battle pass.
Jacob, you know what we need to do? We need to make a gacha battle royale, or a gacha Dota game. Dota? No. Gacha. What's that? What are they
Dota's
called?
a game.
What are they? Jacob.
MMO?
No.
MMORPG?
No. What are these called? Like Dota and League of Legends and frickin' what are they called?
Hero
MOBAs.
shooters?
MOBAs.
MOBAs?
We need to get a gacha
MOBAs.
MOBA game. That's what we need.
A gacha MOBA game. Everyone would hate that.
Oh no, they would love it.
We'd make millions
we
of
would make
dollars.
millions. Like, bro, like releasing all these characters, like, oh man, like, gotta summon the hero, and now you can play them. Look at that. Like, bro.
No. It can't be that easy. We have to make a game where you have to summon, do like your summons, and then you get part of a champion. You have to get that champion like 5 or 10 times. Oh yeah, depending on the rarity, you have to wait. You have to get more.
You get the hero on the first try, but they're not strong until you have 9 more. Like, oh, now you can upgrade their rank. Now they're, instead of a rare, they're like a super ultra rare.
Exactly.
Yo, business plan.
Billions of dollars.
Billions.
We would be billionaires by the end of the month.
Exactly, bro.
Why don't we make games? I mean, we're so good at it.
And you know what? We gotta do all those other gacha games too. It's like first time you play, you get 103 free summons. Yeah,
you gotta do all the ads. Like, we're sorry, and they have to have a Russian accent for some reason.
Yeah, that's so weird.
We're sorry. We're sorry for the server out. Just imagine I'm doing a Russian accent. We're so sorry for the server outages. So to compensate, here's 10 billion free gold and 10 trillion free summons, which actually only give you common characters.
See, so you know, I've fallen into the gacha trap before. Refuse to pay money, but they do that where it's like every 6 months it's like, oh yeah, thank you for playing our game for so long. Here, have like 1 billion of our currency and like a crap ton of like upgradable items, and here's all this stuff. All right, thanks for playing the game. Keep buying. Like, and I'm like, yo.
It's I don't get it. It's like I do get it. It's millions of dollars in your pocket. But yeah, it's nice butt.
I swear.
It's wild. Yeah, we would make billions of
Oh my
dollars.
God, we'd
I
be
can't get over
so
that.
rich. Like, and it wouldn't even be hard to do either. Like, it would be so easy. Like, bro. Like, we would only need static images. We don't even need to make animations half the time.
No, you could, if you wanted, you could just like animate like maybe the background.
Yeah, like honestly, like maybe just like single attacks where it's like,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
really, really simple like 2-frame images where it's like, oh yeah, I'm not striking. Now I've struck, and that's it. That's all you need to animate.
Exactly.
Bro, we're so clever.
Billions of dollars. Billions of dollars.
Like, we could rip straight from another one and just be like, yep, give me.
We just need hot anime girls.
You're right.
Okay, what would it be? Hot? No. Do we put hot in the name?
But if we make, I was gonna say, like, what if we like do like the first letter of each of that, and it's HAG, hag. Yo, you wanna play hags? Hot anime girls.
We're calling you out now, guys. Play hags. Hags.
Let's play hags, guys.
If you sign up now and use our link, you'll get 10 billion free summons.
Oh my god. I know you love them hags. Yo.
There was one mobile ad, that a YouTuber did about, I think it was Monsters Legends or something. One of the monster games. Don't bump the tripod. Anyways, and it was like, get a free legend or get a free rare monster or whatever. And I was like, whatever, I'm gonna play this game for like a month or like a week, whatever. So I downloaded the game, I put in the code, and I got this champion. And the thing is, I couldn't even hatch it at the right when I downloaded the game, because you had to unlock the actual terrain that you can use to hatch that type. And then it took like 3 days to unlock, or 3 days to hatch, maybe longer. And then I still couldn't use it because I couldn't level it up enough, because it took more food to level up.
Oh no.
So I deleted the game and never used it.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, it's like, oh yeah, here, have this free thing. It's like, okay, I can't use this. Why would you give me something for free that I'm literally incapable of using? It's like, here, I'm gonna give you some free plutonium.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I can make a war crime.
I can make a war crime.
Yes.
Just what you've always wanted, Jacob. You'll have to find the means of building the bomb yourself, but you got the plutonium.
Don't worry. I have Google.
I have Google.
I have 4chan.
Oh my god.
I can do anything.
4chan kind of spooky sometimes. I've been on 4chan. Like, it's so normal, but like at the same time, not at all.
I think you gotta know where to look.
Yeah, like it's such a weird website because it's like any other social media, but then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, this is deleting in like 2 days, so like,
Do whatever.
random thing.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, let's just like commit a war crime on the internet. I hate crime. Easy.
Well, people commit hate crimes on Twitter, actually.
You're right.
That's normally where those
You're
happen.
right. Let's DDoS people on 4chan.
Oh, I watched a vape ad last night. It was so funny. I came up with this. So it was like this lady. They're like a cheer squad or whatever, and they're holding up this one girl, who happened to be black, and the girl who was like a vapor was like, and she was like all wobbly, like holding the foot, and she was like, I can't even support myself or some whatever, blah blah blah, and then they all fell, and I was like, that's definitely a hate crime. She's the only black member of the cheer squad.
Oh my god.
I was like, I think I just witnessed a hate crime.
Yikes. Yeah, that's a weird choice. That's a weird choice.
Yeah, I don't think it was actually a hate crime, but I did think it's really funny that the one black girl just immediately is like,
wow.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I vaped today.
Why was she the only one vaping too? Like, bro.
Well, she wasn't vaping in the moment, but she was like, my lungs are weak, blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah, I'm the one on the cheer squad that vapes, and now I'm fallen. I can't carry myself. So
yeah. I was like, I just witnessed a hate crime. Yeah.
Oh man.
I do have a mobile game on my phone right now. That's kind of a gotcha game, but the saving grace of it is that, like I mentioned before, like I couldn't level up the character because it took so much to level up.
Yeah.
In this game, it's the same amount no matter what it is. So if you have a rare armor amount or a rare armor piece, it's not like you then put your level 10 armor piece on and it's like level 2 because how much experience it needs. And no, it raises up to that level. So it's like, okay, well, and also the girls are hot, man. I will show you later. And it's like it's called it's called Bloodline because it's about like having babies. It's weird. It's wild. I saw it in an ad, and I was like, I'll play it. Whatever. Sometimes I get that, and I'm like, I'll try it. Whatever.
Oh, I've seen this. Like, there's like the ad was like an ogre and like some like big beefy woman. And it's like, oh man, like we need the best traits of both. Like, let's breed it with the wolf thing instead. You know.
Yeah, the breeding is kind of subpar actually because you can marry two. It's loading because you can marry two creatures together, but the thing is that it will be one or another. There's only 2 options for each gender. She's pretty hot too, by the way. Look at those hips. Those are definitely
those are like childbirth and hips right there. That's
look at it has to get that out.
Yeah, that's a big egg.
Yeah, every time I see that, I'm like, Jesus, how does that?
She's ruined for life.
How does that get out? Yeah.
Just seeing Lindsay's face. What's wrong, Lindsay?
Well, I mean, look at that egg.
That's what she got to pop out of there.
Yeah, they have to pop that out of a person.
Ruined for life. After one go, like that's over. No. You're done.
That's over. You're dead.
Like you're done.
I get the vagina is a very stretchy object, or a stretchy, very stretchy organ, but like that's wild.
I get why she got such wide hips now. Like, dang.
Okay, I'm gonna play the woman card really quick. If I have to birth out something like that, I'm not having kids.
Fair enough.
I said, if I ever have to birth something out that big, I am never having kids.
Okay, I can get more. It's fine. You just wasted all my money.
Wait.
No, you're
don't
buy money. No. Yeah.
Let me go in here. Let's just don't notify. I don't want to notify.
What are you doing?
Buying you gems, bro.
No. I almost pressed confirm on accident. There's also this one. It's like a succubus.
I was gonna make a joke, but like
thoughts.
She can suck your bus.
It's been needing a suck. I had a male succubus for a while, or what are they called? Male.
It's not a
Gyokub. No. It's in Persona.
Oh crap! I used to know this like just off the top of my head.
Yeah, because you've been dreaming about it.
Obviously, like yo.
You fall asleep every night.
Please.
You fall asleep every night. Please come in. Please come in. Please come in.
Oh, I almost said concubine. That's something else.
That's
Can I be your concubine?
No.
What? I can't be one of your side wives.
Okay, well look at her. Look at her. Look at those hips.
Jesus.
That's what I said.
Like this is wild. You know what? I'm now curious. I'm gonna look up male succubus.
I like how we're just like not even. We're just on our.
I swear.
We're just having a conversation. We're just having a conversation at this point. Bro. But let me show you the royal hall, which is where you marry 2 heroes.
Like I keep every time I look.
Okay, I get it. You think you have a nude of someone.
Every time.
So okay, so here, pick a spouse to put in my. That guy. Okay.
He looked buff.
Or now pick a spouse, but not her. Anyone else or. And take your sweet time.
I will take my sweet time.
But yeah, I think really all we need is okay, now delete one of these 2 traits. Press on it. Yeah, there you go. Now press marry. Confirm.
Oh my goodness, that thing is way too human for what we just did.
Never seen that before. Yeah, see, it's just the same character again.
Huh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nothing really changes, even though you bred it with a dark elf or whatever. So that's
incubus. It's an incubus.
Yeah, I remember it in Persona, but I didn't remember what it was called.
Oh my god, do you remember what it looked like in Persona?
Terrifying.
It's just a little demon boy thing with like a giant horn. Like, now I gotta look it up. Okay, 1 second. I need to show you this.
Realizing they can't see anything we're looking at. They're just gonna take our word for it.
Let's see. Let's see if I can show you. Oh, yep. Little demon creature just got a giant horn there.
Terrible.
See, why did they make the succubus? Why did they make the succubus hot, but not the incubus?
Well,
What is this? He wearing a strap on.
he doesn't need it. Why does he need a strap on?
Look at that. That's a strap on, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it is. But like, why would he need a strap on?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Okay, so do incubuses go after girls?
I would assume so.
I would think so. So then, what do they? Because succubuses go off of semen, right?
I think it's just like the energy.
Or the energy of sex.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Like,
well, then I was gonna say squirt water, but I guess
Jesus.
that's
Yeah. Just at the moment of explosion, the energy they steal it.
at the
Lifeless.
moment of explosion.
Yeah, they steal your life force.
All right, let's move on.
Now let's keep talking about sex.
Honestly, yeah. So we can make billions of dollars. We just have to be Russian and make a mobile game.
We'll really use that Prussian in me, you know.
Prussian, yeah. Prussian. That's a that's a dead country.
They were Prussian. They were Prussian.
Who was who?
My ancestors.
Oh.
Not Prussian in me. You know. Prussians.
Oh, I didn't even show you my concubines. Hold on.
Show me your concubines.
Well, they're called companions, but I call them concubines. You can scroll through there if you'd like.
She looks cool.
Yeah.
And
those
I
are
like her.
those are also. That's all I have. I only have the ones that are,
My dude.
you can see clearly.
My dude. Her, she's cool.
You can court her if you want.
Yeah.
You can court her if you want.
What does that mean? Charm?
No, court. The big
Oh.
button with the rose on it.
I can read sometimes.
Oh, we're getting some
I
schnasty.
need some warmth, my love. I can provide the heat. Oh my goodness. Yo. She made a baby.
Not even a black.
She just made a baby.
Yeah, it pops out immediately.
Oh my
But then you have to actually
God.
raise it. It's kind of cringe.
You gotta raise the baby.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta raise it.
I'm gonna play with the baby.
Okay.
Play.
It gives it like traits. I don't know exactly what it
Uh-oh.
does. It's a girl now.
I'm scared of where this goes.
It doesn't go anywhere.
No, like what happens when they're fully raised? Do they become one of your concubines?
No, they just
Okay.
battle for you,
Okay.
and then you can marry them off to a different kingdom
Yo.
for peace. That's how it works.
Let's see here.
Raise your son, dude. Raise your son. Nice.
Yeah, you don't get to have fun, boy. You must train. Only the daughter gets to play. You get to train. Yep.
All right, that's enough of this.
Why did the boy not grow up? Is it because I didn't show him any love?
It takes. It's stupid. It's the amount of time. See, growth 6 of 78, 39 of 78.
Oh, so you've been doing stuff with that girl. Okay. Wait, that sounds bad. Ignore that.
I've been raising her as my daughter. If that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I log into the game every day. Hello, sweetie.
Hello, sweetie pie.
And then I
Oh my
press
God.
play 6 times and then wait 5 hours for it to refresh. Yep. Mobile games are wild.
Gotta love the mobile games.
But I do think that as phones come along, especially with the new iPhone 14 coming out,
Oh
with
my
the
goodness. Am I gonna upgrade? Never.
with the dynamic island, but
Oh
the
my God.
dynamic island.
That dynamic island, yeah. Woo!
Anyways, yeah, dynamic island.
Oh my goodness. See, my phone came out with like I can change the font and I can like put stuff up here. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I can make it purple. Like,
But you can have a dynamic island. Oh, you can play Overwatch. Yes, T-Mobile, you can play Overwatch.
yo guys, I got T-Mobile. I can play Overwatch.
Yo, you just walk out. I gotta go wait in my queue. Hold on.
Yeah, let me just wait for 40,000 people really quickly.
All right.
I thought the Spellbound update for Wingcraft was bad when there was like 2,000 people in the queue. I was like, oh, dude, this is terrible. What's going on?
2,000 people.
Started playing freaking Overwatch. I'm like, what?
Anyways, as I was saying, I think mobile games are actually reaching a point where they could be considered actual games, especially as phones start to get
Yeah, like Genshin Impact, for instance,
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
MMORPG, like gotcha
With
game.
gotcha elements, yeah.
Yeah, it's really bizarre, honestly, because even like the really bad ones you get at the start are kind of fun to play.
Yeah.
It's just grindy as heck, that game.
Yeah.
I can't believe you messed up that badly.
See?
Like, that's crazy.
See? There's a line where
Man,
it
she
stopped.
messed up so badly, the recording stopped and everything. Wow.
You're right, honestly. Fired. You're not being paid.
No,
Not that you were being paid anyway.
Lindsay. He's paid in friendship. Dang.
Anyways, we're back. We ate because our recorder stopped.
Yeah.
Video stopped.
At no fault of our excellent PA. Producer? Assistant?
PA.
Is that
Production assistant.
Okay, yeah.
Not producer production assistant.
Producer assistant. He's wrong. Ignore him.
No, it's production assistant. Thank you.
Actually, I think I know better than you, actually. So, you're wrong.
Maybe he's right, I don't know. How much of Cyberpunk Edge Runners have you watched, if any?
I actually finished it now.
I haven't finished it.
We can actually finish it tonight if you want.
We can. I don't know if Lindsay would want to watch it.
But the anime is way more gory than I had expected, honestly. And like, I need a refresher because like honestly, I was playing freaking Minecraft mod packs or whatever while I was watching it, so I kind of lost a bit in the middle. So like, I watched the ending, and that was when I paid a lot of attention at the very beginning and the very end. But all the middle parts, I'm a little confuzzled. So I got to the end and I was like, okay, why? Like, I don't know why their motives are here. Who are these people they're talking about? Like, what happened to this guy? I don't remember this guy.
That's what happens when you don't pay attention.
Apparently, I guess if you just watch the first 3 episodes and the last 3 episodes of the show, that's what happens. You know, I never expected that. Ooh.
Honestly, you can leave that out. You can leave mine out there. I have no place to put that. Like, I won't be able to reach it right there. Come on, PA. No, you can. Don't. Okay.
I loved the stance.
That's fine, I guess.
Excellent PA.
Anyways, I've liked it so far. I think it's really funny. So like the first scene where he goes to school, and there's like that one guy there's like one guy in like the random scene where he's walking through the city to get to school, and he's like got one of those highly advanced flashlights or whatever. And it's going.
Oh my god!
And he's just sitting there like, I was like, what is happening?
Oh
So the first time I watched, I was like, what is happening right there?
Yeah,
And then I saw it again. I was like, oh, right, yeah.
Jesus,
It's really funny.
Oh man, I need to rewatch this anime, bro. There's so much I missed, just like little details.
Yeah.
Such a good.
And like when the first sex scene appeared, I was kind of confused like why it happened, and then I like had to restart the first episode. I think. Yeah, I think I had to restart the first episode, and I watched it again. I was like, oh, that's why it happened.
See, I don't even remember why it happened. I thought it just was on his screen. Like I thought someone put it on his screen for some reason.
It was a second data drive that the doctor guy had sent him, and it was the one that was wrapped up like a condom. I think it's on purpose.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, Lucy is hot, so points to me. The very first girl you meet, she's like the one that steals. Steals the stuff out of the back of people's heads. The Neuralink.
I prefer. Did you meet the rest of the crew?
Some of them. I don't know.
Did you meet Rachel? She's like the red-eyed girl with the light hair. She's kind of short.
The lolly?
I guess if that's how you want to describe them.
Well, that's what people describe. If I'm even thinking about the right character,
She doesn't give me kid vibes, honestly.
Well, no one really does, but like, whatever. It doesn't matter. Probably not.
But I love her as a character. She is great, and English dub hilarious. It's oh my god.
You watch English dub?
Yeah, I was playing games, so I had to. Wow, dude, you bullying me right now? Okay, wait. Hold up. It is an American anime, for one. It's an American game. It should be an American. I mean English.
The animation studio is not American.
So, everything else is.
So
It's supposed to take place in America. Yeah. So it should be in English.
Okay.
Think about it.
Let's
English is
just
the
keep the
proper way.
racism over there. English is the proper way. Wow.
Like if it was taking place in Japan, I could understand Japanese. You know, if it was in Thailand, I could see Thai being, you know, the dubbing. You know,
They speak Thai in Thailand. Is that a different language?
If you want it to be Mandarin in China, you know, it's not Chinese. Chinese.
Yeah, I know it's Mandarin. Yeah. It's not Chinese.
A lot of people don't realize that Mandarin is the language. They think it's Chinese is the language. It's like, do you speak Chinese? It's like, wait.
Speak Mandarin.
Yeah, like I
What
didn't.
is that? Do you live in Mandoria? It's like, what?
Mandoria. Like even I messed up with that a lot when I was a kid because everyone just said Chinese, and I was like, oh, that's kind of racist.
Because we live in a red state.
I spilled it on me.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I didn't want mine, because I knew I would do that.
Well, it only spilled on me, so that's fine.
Well, I mean, in Alien, like the movie and in Alien Isolation, like everything is in English and Japanese. Like it's okay, production assistant, go away. Like it doesn't ruin anything, but it's like I guess like Japan is like the second most used language on the spaceships or whatever. It's like everything's in English, and then under it, it's like in Spanish Spanish, Japanese.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Spaceanese.
Spaceanese.
For all the space people to understand.
So I'm assuming anyone who goes up there would have to like learn both, just so that they can do things effectively.
Maybe.
Like,
well, I mean, it's in English mainly, but then there's like the Japanese subtitle, I guess.
The Japanese.
You could say, I guess.
That's funny. We're just gonna put subtitles, but in the. Sometimes I wish that I could like see subtitles when I was talking to someone. You know.
Then you know that they're talking crap about you.
Well, no, like if I'm talking to like Lindsay, you know, like hi Lindsay, what's up? And I want her words as she's speaking to me to like pop up over her head at the same time.
Oh, so you want like a dead space where like it pops up right here?
Yeah, I want to have subtitles, bro. You know, like, you know, she starts playing music on her phone. I want it to like be like parenthesis music parenthesis. You know, like, yeah, bro. That's what I want. And then I wanted to have like the lyrics, bro, and like have the little musical notes, being like, "Ooh, look at this." Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the problem with people having just captions, like closed captioning with everything someone says, well, maybe not a normal problem, but I feel like guys would make it so it's like right over their boobs and then like stare at their boobs. Be like, no, I'm reading the subtitles.
I'm reading the subtitles. See, I hadn't thought about being able to move them. I just always assumed like right over the head for some reason.
Well, with your Neuralink, you're gonna have all kinds of options.
You're so right. What Jeff Bezos needs to work on that. Is that who he
Elon
is?
Musk.
Yeah, him, Elon Musk.
Jeff Bezos is the space. Well, I guess they're both space guys, but like, Jeff Bezos is the Amazon guy.
They need to work together. That's what.
They have two big.
Musk needs to make it, and then Jeff Bezos needs to put it out.
They wouldn't be able to fit in the room together.
Why? They're too big of personalities.
Too big heads.
Too big heads. You're right. Like they wouldn't be able to get it through the door. You know.
Yep. Anyway, back to Cyberpunk. Yeah, the show is really cool. I like the gore. I like the guns shooting. I like the explosions. I think the only thing that's like not that I don't like about it, because this is like in the game too, but the memory cards that goes in behind the things that look like memory cards.
Yeah, like the nape of their neck and stuff.
Yeah. Those are, I hate that.
You don't like them?
No, I don't want like, it's like a piece of plastic. It looks like a piece of plastic like attached to the back of your, like behind your ear, and it's like an SD slot.
It's like a USB port or like an SD slot.
Yeah. Export my memory really quick.
Yeah, bro. You don't want to be able to do that.
No, not really. Okay, would you like to have if you had the option to die or put your brain in a glass jar
Die.
and like be in a computer forever?
Nah, I need to finish that. Die.
You would die. Okay.
Die.
Yeah, I would die too.
Yeah,
I really do not want to live forever.
because okay, being immortal would be cool and all if I was like omnipotent, but like I'm just a brain in a jar now. What am I gonna be able to do? Like nothing. Like that's what kind of life is that?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you can like look up everything at once because you're like a computer.
true. Being a ghost in the machine would be fun. Yo, actually, Ghost in the Machine time.
Isn't that Scarlett Johansson? Or is that Ghost in the Shell? It's Ghost in the Shell.
That's Ghost in the Shell.
That's a different
something
thing.
else.
It's actually that's an anime first, isn't it?
Yeah, I need to watch that anime.
I haven't watched it. I just know there's the movie with. You haven't watched it either, Tom.
I've seen the animated movie that ends off the show.
You've seen the end. You haven't seen the beginning. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen the beginning or the middle.
I guess it's like me when I started Fire Force season 2, and then was like, "What's happening?"
Oh, the cat needs your attention.
Yeah, I was like, "What's happening?" And then I was like, "Oh, I'm watching the second season."
That's funny. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yo, I need to watch Fire Force. There's a lot of hot guys in that one. All firemen too. Ooh.
A lot of this video floating around. It's like the history of fan service, and I really want to watch. Like, I want to watch it, but at the same time, like, do I want to watch it?
Do I want to watch this?
Yeah.
See, I don't know, like the captain and like the redhead guy, bro.
Pretty hot.
Yeah, they're where it's at, bro.
Yeah. The cat girl, I hate the cat girl. I forget her name.
You don't like her?
No, she's
cool.
completely fan service. She every
Oh,
fight
she
she's in, she doesn't do anything.
Oh no, I thought
Like
she'd be,
the one
cool.
fight she gets in, she's like, "I'm gonna do it," and then loses, and then someone else has to save her.
Oh my god. See, she looked like she would be one of the coolest fighters because she's got like those like fire tails and like yeah.
Yeah, she could be cool, but like she also has to lose all of her clothes like every time she's in the show.
Seriously.
Like her clothes just fall off.
Did they not like figure some way to give her the power without taking off her clothes?
Well, no, she keeps her clothes on for her
But they
power,
burn
but
away.
no, they just fall off.
Why? What for? Okay.
I didn't make this. I didn't write
Jacob,
it.
explain. Please explain for me, Jacob.
I don't know. My favorite girl is the I don't remember
The
her
one
name.
known as the witch?
Yeah, that one. Thank you. She's really hot and she could beat me up, which is my 2 parameters.
2 parameters.
Yeah.
Hot and can
Hot and can beat me up.
That's not hard to
Ladies,
do.
if that's you, that's true. But I mean, like, you know what I mean? I mean, like,
I get you.
strong, you know. So, ladies, if that's you, don't hit me up. I will be scared.
But if they don't hit you up, how will you ever talk to them?
That's the never-ending question.
See, like they're just gonna have to like pick you up and put you in in their pocket. Easy.
That's like dividing by 0. Like I'll never figure out the answer to that question.
I'll never figure it out. Yeah.
Well, if I can't answer them, but I want them to. Wait, no. If I don't want them to talk to me and I don't want to answer them, but I do want that, how will I ever know if I actually want that? Anyways, production assistant forgot something. Anyways, I had a subject. Oh, there was a video about Mega Man 2 like speed runs. Like there was a video essay or something about Mega Man 2 speed runs. Do not sneeze. We're recording. PA assistant ruining everything.
Wow, dude.
PA assistant, production assistant. Production assistant. There was a video about Mega Man 2. I want to call him Super Mega Man.
Super Mega Man.
Mega Man 2 speedruns. And it got, like, age restricted for nudity. And it was a video about Mega Man.
What?
And people were like, why did this video get age restricted? And
I bet he took off his shirt, didn't he?
I haven't seen it.
Shirtless Mega Man. Easy.
I haven't seen it, but I'm like, what happened for Mega Man to be age restricted, you know?
Jesus.
So he had to, I believe he reposted the video because like he was making $0 off of it, really, obviously, because he got demonetized or whatever. And so he re-released it. And this is really coming off the wave of the don't get age restricted challenge or get age restricted challenge, not don't get, because there was this guy, don't remember his name, but he he got age restricted for playing the mortuary assistant, which is like the scary game or whatever, the Markiplier game. And he was playing. He got through this one part, and it was like violent or something, so he got age restricted. Yeah, he got age restricted for it. And so he looked through like Markiplier's video and someone else's video, like other people that play the game's video, and saw the exact same part and saw that they weren't age restricted, and that they're also all white and he's black. And so he was like, "Yo," so he like made this whole video like, "Are you guys just racist, or do you just like not like me or something?"
That's crazy.
And then like the next day after I saw that, Markiplier posted his try not to get age restricted video where he played a game called Orc Massage, I think. Orc Massage? Yeah, something like that. Where he massages hot anime girls and like their clothes. Like it's a hentai game, essentially. No, not essentially. It is a hentai game. And he played that, and to this day I do not think it is age restricted.
That's crazy.
I don't think.
YouTube is racist, bro.
But they got so mad at Markiplier that they pulled him out of their Game On event the day of
YouTube
the event. Yeah, day of the event, they pulled him out and like removed this ARG thing he was gonna do. They this whole segment is gone. You're gone. And so he's still on the advertising. If you saw it, he's still there, but he's not in it because they kicked him out.
Oh my goodness.
So he had to so he reposted like this ARG thing he did onto his own channel because obviously people worked hard on it.
Yeah.
And was like, yeah, I got kicked off of the Game On thing because I did this try to get age restricted challenge.
I kind of didn't expect them to like kick him off or anything because like once you're like I always considered him like too big to fail. They're not gonna kick him out because he's just too big.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy that they actually did that. I would have never expected. Like how many subs is he at? Like 11 million, 12 million? More?
I would say more, I think, but I don't remember.
You know, now I need to look it up because like I remember the 10 million video and like that was a long time ago.
And him crying, yeah.
Was he crying in that?
Oh, he cries in all of them. That's why I said it.
You're right. He cries a lot. Let's see. Let's look up.
He's pulling up porn on his phone right now.
Shut up, dude. God.
Just open your phone, like swipe. Just hot girls, hot men, hot men, hot men. Yeah. Did we ever talk about Ron? Not to throw him.
33 million. Almost 34.
That's more than Dream.
He's got almost 34 million. That's crazy.
And they kicked him off. Here, go to his videos. I'll show you. Scroll down. He posts every day. You're gonna scroll a little bit because this was a while ago when this happened.
Let's see here. Ooh, 5 minutes.
Down more.
I need to watch him again.
Stop looking at the Five Nights at Freddy's fan games.
Up.
That one. Try not to be family, or try that one. And then that's the YouTube cut this content. Yeah, or content. So he made.
That looks creepy as heck.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I played it a little bit. Have you done In Space with Markiplier? Like, have you played it?
I
or
did do the first one.
Okay,
first
I
half.
never did. I feel
It
kind
was
of bad
fun.
about it.
I only did it because I was like watching GT Live. Honestly, that's the only reason I did it. Was because I watched them. I was like, I want to see if I can do anything different than they did. You know?
Yeah.
Like it was cool. Like I kind of miss my Markiplier phase because like I used to watch Markiplier all the time. Like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, I'm trying to be kid friendly here. Listen, you can tell when I'm trying to hold back. But yeah, like back in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I watched Markiplier constantly because I had no friends. I had a lot of free time. This cat,
Especially not me.
yeah. You hated me back then. Isn't that crazy? You didn't like me until we played that one game in freshman.
I
year.
still hate him now. Don't tell him.
You love me so much now, and I love our times together. Tee hee hee, tee hee.
Were you saying something?
Oh yes. But you know, I had a lot of free time, and like I was like, I don't really need to worry about talking to anyone. So like Markiplier, I watch every video every day, you know. But after 8th grade, I was like, nah, too busy. Got too many people to talk to. I don't have time for all these videos.
Yeah, you pulled the opposite of what I did. Because after 8th grade, I like stopped making friends.
Really?
But like, yeah.
See, I can't really say I had any friends between the like kindergarten and up to 8th grade. Like, because I only started making friends once I hit 7th, and I wasn't really close with anyone until late 8th freshman year. And that's when I was like, actually, like, oh yeah, I can. People can be friends with me. So like, let's talk to people.
People can be friends with me.
Yeah.
That's wild. People can be friends with me. Yeah, I was like, so yeah, kindergarten, elementary school to middle school, like intermediate academy, not middle school. I was like, ooh, people, I like people friends, yay! And then I got bullied, and then I was like, never mind.
You got bullied for like a year or two, and you're like, oh no, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm done with this.
Yeah. That was I was like,
Fair enough. See, I guess it is the opposite because I was bullied all through kindergarten up until like 7th or 8th grade, and then people stopped bullying me as much. I was like, oh, people? Question mark?
I didn't stop bullying him.
Yes, I still get bullied sometimes by my friends, but now I have friends that can bully me. Yay!
That's the dream, I guess.
The dream is to have friends that can bully you.
Yep. So yeah, life sucks.
Life is rough sometimes, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
If hey man, you got anyone you want to invite to my party, bro? Did I tell you about my party? I told you about my party. Right?
October 22nd.
Yes.
Katie lied to me. She said it's October 2nd.
Yeah, so she texted me, be like, Nick, is it 22nd or the 2nd? I thought it was the 2nd. I'm like, Katie, no, it's the 22nd. And she's like, oh, my bad. Like, it was really funny, honestly.
Yeah.
So you're probably gonna go to my party this year.
No, I think that's the same day as homecoming.
It is. But we can talk about that later.
Okay.
So you might be coming. Because
I might be coming.
Katie's going. You can say hi to Katie.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Your new bestie.
My new bestie. Yeah.
My replacement, apparently.
Well, your name is Jickless now. I guess I should tell you that. Did you see that message? Your name is Jickless.
On what? Why?
We were talking, and I don't remember what happened, but something about your first letter being J or something. It was something about like someone with the first letter of J being something. I don't remember. And I was like, oh yeah, because his name is actually Jickless. We just call him Nick for short.
Just call me Jick. What's up?
Jick.
My name is Jick now.
Yeah.
Shut, I'm Jick.
Well, I said Jick first, and then it wasn't funny, so I said Jickless, and that was way funnier. Yeah.
It's always funnier the second time.
Yeah.
And that's all I would like to say about that.
Do you want to say it?
Jerk?
No.
Oh.
Jerkaless.
Jerkaless.
It starts with a D.
Dickless?
Dickless.
Dickless.
I knew it immediately.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. I was like, Jickless? That doesn't. Yeah, I just heard jerk, and I was like, that's.
Jerkaless. Yeah, my name's Jerkaless. What's up?
Jerk.
Oh man.
So what? Have you been playing anything other than Windcraft?
I've been playing other Minecraft mod packs. I've been playing Mech and Magic. It's a cool mod pack. It's got mech stuff and magic stuff.
I would
right?
never have expected that.
It's crazy. I'm like doing blood magic and stuff, making magical relics and crap. And I built a nuclear reactor to power my machines.
Your witchcraft.
Yes, I use a nuclear reactor to power my witchcraft, bro. Everyone like who's playing on that server is like, Nick, you built a bomb. I'm like, it's not a bomb exactly.
It's a reactor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It won't blow up if I'm doing things right. Okay.
That's the thing people get misunderstood. People misunderstand about nuclear reactors is that they're not bombs.
Necessarily.
The reason that they become bombs is because people don't know how to maintain said bomb.
Yeah. So
it can't be used as like a weapon to blow something up.
Yeah.
It just happens to blow up sometimes.
like I would have to upscale my nuclear reactor so big, so massively, and refuse to go for any cooling measures to make it actually explode. For it to overheat to the point that it causes a nuclear reaction to explode is insane. So if it explodes, that means I did something horrifically wrong because I only have one fuel core active.
Right.
And like it's like a 3x3 square. It's the only spot that can fill. And it only has like a core temperature of like 150 Celsius out of a maximum of 1,000. And once it passes 1,000 is when it starts like being like, hey, it's going critical. We're about to explode. So I am at 1/10 of the temperature needed to cause an explosion. Like,
You heard about 3 Mile Island? Like the worst nuclear disaster in American history.
I have not. No.
So it was I don't know the date. I don't know why I said that. It's like it's an island in, I think, off the coast of Virginia or something. And it's like I guess it's 3 miles long. I don't know. I guess that's where it gets the names from. But there's a nuclear reactor, nuclear facility, whatever, on that island, obviously. And one day, like the coolant stopped working, I think, and like they had to do some stuff, blah blah blah. No one died, like nothing bad really happened, except like they had to release some chemicals into the atmosphere, but it wasn't to the amount that would actually hurt anyone really.
Yeah.
But like they were so poor at telling the public about what was happening that it completely, like, everyone was like, screw nuclear power, it's terrible for everyone, because they were like, we don't want to talk there, because everyone was like, we are not going to talk to you about what was happening. I don't need to tell you anything about this.
Oh my god.
Guess, like, one guy, I think it was someone who like ran the company that like you made the reactor or something. They're like, we don't need to tell you everything that we're doing. And it's just like,
That's not a good like business plan.
Yeah.
It's like if the people you're around don't support what you're doing, you're not gonna have support from anyone.
especially when they think it could be a bomb.
Yeah, it's like you guys built a bomb in our town. It's like it's not a bomb, but you don't get to know what it is. It's like so it's a bomb. That's a bomb. You're being cagey. Bomb.
Yeah, I think this was before Chernobyl.
You know,
I
maybe I
think.
should explain what my nuclear reactor is to people on the server because they're like people are like, should we move all this stuff? Should we move out? Like like they've been considering like Nick, you need to move the nuclear reactor. You can't have it in the living room. And I'm like, I want it in there. Hey, I need it where
It makes it warm.
yeah, it makes it warm. It's easier to access the power. You know, what if you had a miniature nuclear power plant just in the closet right there? Think about how useful that would be. Infinite power in your house.
I mean, in Fallout they have mini nukes lying around everywhere. So I mean,
But those are actual bombs.
yeah, those are actual bombs.
Those aren't nuclear reactors. Those are just nukes.
Bombs, yeah. That's an actual bomb.
But imagine just a nuclear reactor, the heart of the home. It's the new hearth. Think
I
about it.
mean,
He's a fireplace.
I think the only problem with that being in every home would be the amount of water you would need for every house.
Nah.
Okay. Like, think about an entire neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, you're running your showers, your toilets, your sinks, your nuclear reactor under your house. Yeah.
What if like it just like in the drain, that drains away all your dirty water, goes through the nuclear reactor first, or like after you drain it?
Oh, yeah. So all your poop becomes contaminated before
Yeah,
going
bro.
into the.
It contaminates your nuclear reactor. All your waste goes through there. Easy, bro.
I mean, I'm not a scientist.
You just have to make it smell resistant.
So, yeah. Well, I mean, if it's like lead line and stuff, it's probably nothing getting out of there.
That's funny.
There's one before. There's like another nuclear disaster in American history, which I've never heard of. I think I've heard of 3 Mile Island, but there was one in Iowa, I think, and it was a test nuclear chamber where it was like one core. No, there are multiple cores, but only one control rod. Control rod is the thing that makes it so that the particles can't move as fast and essentially turns. It's the off switch. There was only one for like more than you needed one for. And it would get stuck.
Of course it did. They're so dumb. Okay.
Well, no, you have to understand the government was working on a new nuclear jet powered or nuclear powered aircraft, so they had to put billions of dollars into that, and they couldn't fix the nuclear reactor that got stuck every once in a while.
Like the funny thing is, I know, like I'm clearly not a scientist, but in the Mech and Magic thing, the nuclear reactor will literally I lose control if I don't have enough control rods at the
Yeah.
top. Because I have to put them on the top, like on top of the fucking fuel rods. Whoops.
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
Why would they not?
They had to they had to meet their plane.
That's crazy.
They had to bomb the Soviets.
You would lose control so fast.
Anyways,
Depending on the size of that thing, that could have done real bad damage. Oh my goodness.
so the 3 workers that
Jesus.
okay, it wasn't that big of a reactor, but still.
Okay, that's
yeah.
okay.
Too big to have one control rod, but not okay, it needed more than 3 people that were like barely trained, but still.
Yeah.
So the 3 workers were told to exercise the control rods, meaning pull them up and down so that it doesn't get stuck. Everyone like move them every once in a while so it doesn't get stuck. And one day, I think it was they were turning the reactor on after like Christmas or something. This guy decides after getting a phone call from his wife that they're getting a divorce that he needs to. Like, I guess they did this multiple times. He grabbed the control rod with his bare hands and was trying to, I think, lift it out, and he pulled it too far out, and the steam like shot it through his chest, I think, and so he sticks up into the ceiling. The other 2 guys die immediately.
God, Jesus.
Well, no. One of the guys dies immediately from the explosion, and another guy basically dies immediately, but he's like sort of alive. And the guy who's dead, he's unbelievably dead. So the alarm goes off at the fire department, which was obviously told that there's a nuclear reactor here.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, another nuclear disaster is about to go on," because this happened apparently multiple times that day, where that alarm went off.
Jesus.
So they drove over there. I don't think they were wearing any of their garb, and they had their Geiger counters out, and they're walking into the building, and then it starts to go off, and they're like, "Oh, I guess we gotta put on our stuff." So they put their stuff on, then they actually get like inside the building, like they went through the gate. They saw that, and then it's off the charts. Like, oh, we gotta get out of here. So they walk out, and then they take a full day because they're like, the radiation is too high. If we go in there, we'll just die before we can actually do anything.
Yeah.
So they make a plan. They're like, you can only stay there for 60 seconds, then you have to leave because you will. If you stay in there for longer than that, you'll just get cancer and die.
You'll just get cancer.
And I mean, if you went in there anyways, you would still probably get cancer.
You walk in there
in
and
60 seconds.
So.
Yeah. So they walk in, and I don't think I said this. So the first time they walk in, they see the Geiger counter and it's like maxing out or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, that's broken." So they get a new one, and then they walk back in and it's still doing that, and then they're like, "Yeah, we gotta get out of here." Jeez. So maxed out, they get the guys, and this is when they find the guy pinned to the ceiling with a control rod, sticking through his like groin, chest area. And then the other guy who's like his face is I think it's like melted off or something, and he's like sort of alive. They pulled them out on like gurneys or whatever, not gurneys but some kind of device. And they're like, well, we have to pull that guy down because he could fall and cause a second explosion. And so they had to they had a crane reach in with a stretcher, and they had to pull the control rod out of him, and then slop him onto and then they pulled him out, and then so they take all these guys, take them to a lab in Los Alamos, I think, which is like a nuclear test facility, and this guy who is known for putting a brain in a mayonnaise jar of another radiation victim. That's a whole nother story that I don't remember much of, but so they get these guys, and he does like tests on them, and he did an autopsy. That's right, and this is how they found out that what killed him. Mm-hmm. And he was like, we can only do an autopsy for like 15 to 20 minutes tops because they will die from the radiation coming off of the bodies. And so those 3 men are now buried somewhere in Iowa, I think, in a metal container.
Makes sense.
That's the story of that reactor. Jeez. Kyle Hill makes some great videos.
I kind of want to work in a nuclear reactor now. I feel like I'll meet some interesting people.
I guess. Yeah, the guy who was pulling the control rod out with his bare hands, he had like relationship issues and also he didn't like leadership essentially. So he like the man kind of stuff. So he didn't like leadership or like people, I guess.
I wonder if you work with only 2 other people at a nuclear power
and 2 people hated each other. That guy and someone else, they hated each other.
You know, that answers my question. I was about to be like, you either have to be really close or really hate each other to work like that close.
I hope this blows up.
Like,
maybe I should mess up. Maybe I should turn the coolant off.
Like, those 2 are either gonna be your best friends or you're gonna hate them to death.
Yeah. So there's those 2 guys who kind of knew what they were doing, and then there's another guy who was still uncomfortable because he was so new with what was happening, and they're all dead.
Dang, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
Haha, he got a fuel rod core through his groin. Haha.
Yeah, it's wild. When I heard that, I was like, huh. I can't imagine that. That would hurt. Well, you'd be dead immediately, so I don't think it would hurt.
Like I have like a.
There's photos of the room itself. I can show you the video.
I'm very macabre intrigue now. What is it? Curiosity? That's it. That's
Morbid curiosity.
Morbid curiosity. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, the guy who I watched this video is a guy named Kyle Hill, and he makes he made this series called the Half-Life series, not the game. It's all about like nuclear disasters and nuclear stuff.
Nuclear reactors and nuclear disasters are just really interesting. Like they're so deadly and it's like so terrifying in a way that is kind of hard to comprehend. There's an invisible poison that you're like absorbing without realizing, and you can't sense it in any way, but it kills you. It's like, bro, what? An invisible force that just makes you melt. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean there's an invisible force melting me right now? Like,
yeah. So he makes these great videos about like nuclear stuff, and he does it in a way that's like tells you about what happened, but then also how it could have been, like with 3 Mile Island, for example, how it could have been resolved and maybe not as much bad stuff happened. And he's also like, nuclear energy really isn't that bad because you produce a lot of electricity. It's just when you don't have people that know what they're doing behind the helm, something's going to happen.
Yeah, like you need people who are actually well trained and know what they're doing, like that understand how it works and understand what you're doing, and actually take precautions. You know, like
precautions.
Like having control rods on your fuel rod cores.
Enough fuel or
yeah, like rods. Oh, you only had one. Yeah, maybe you need more than that. Maybe you need a little more.
Yeah. Oh, what was the other thing? Okay, so last thing before we wrap up, he was talking about Chernobyl, which is something he talks about a lot, and he's talking about like the control rod again, the control rod like circle. I don't know what to call it, but like the thing where all the control rods go in. He's talking about how when Chernobyl exploded, there was so much like steam and pressure and whatever that thing that weighs like hundreds of tons or something was in the air for 10 minutes because of the amount of energy that was released.
Oh my god.
It's wild to think about.
There is so much power in like nuclear energy. It's insane.
So yeah, you basically I'm kidding. You built a bomb in your house.
It's not a bomb exactly, okay? It may be between the kitchen and the living room.
There's a noticeable hot spot when you walk over it.
There's no danger exactly. All right.
If you had the hard as nails mod or that mod that we had, tough as nails, and you can't be in your house because you get so hot.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy. I can't believe it took us so long to realize the reason we got so hot was because we had lava in the walls as lava lighting.
Yeah. And then we got rid of the mod because it was just annoying.
It was just too much. It's like just drink dirty water at that point. Like
that's what we did. Yeah.
Like just carry a water bucket and drink the dirty water.
If the canteen was like forever purified after you put a purified thing, it's like okay, it's fine.
Yeah,
but that's not how that works at all.
Yeah, it's just not good. It's just not good.
All right. This has been TGOM Podcast, episode 35.
May have had a few technical difficulties, but it's okay.
Yeah. But that's it. So thank you for watching and listening. And goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
so loud.
Goodbye. Ah.
This is so wrong. Welcome to my Facebook Live, guys. Jesus Christ.